make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Peace, y'all. Jonny Fastlane here. So, 50 Cent almost squares up with the fan who just wants him to look at his Instagram. And T.I. is highly upset with TMZ. Plus, Blocboy JB is mad at Jordan. Let's talk hip-hop.
Hit me because I'm telling you I got talent. Like, what? Hit me. Hit me because I'm telling you I got talent. That's how you feel? That's fucked up. But look me in my IG at least. Look at my IG at least. That's some fuck shit, my nigga. That's some fuck shit, my nigga. You can hit me, go ahead. I can fight. I don't care. It's a tape, man. Nah, fuck the camera. I don't care about the camera. You play on the camera. I don't care about it. I want you to hear my shit.
He just wanted you to wanted you to see his Instagram, man.
I believe my shit. You know what I'm saying? I put money behind my shit. Are you crazy though? I am crazy. I'm crazy about my talent, my nigga. Simply you speak about your talent. It's not gonna work. How is it gonna work? Tell me not. This shit is not gonna work. How is it gonna work? Yours is not gonna work. You know why? Because you're stupid. The way you're approaching it is wrong. How? First you with the CD or album? Nah, what the fuck are you gonna... There's nothing to play right now. There's nothing you can show me right now that's gonna help you. My IG? Saying like, yo, this is it. Look at my IG. It's gonna help you right now? Well, school me, man.
Yo, 50 Cent is funny as hell, man, right? So this dude, right? Random ass, like, you know, rapper. He's like a local rapper, not signed. Y'all know. Anyway, his name is NFL Doom, right? And yo, I had to like find out who this dude was, right? He's like, just look at my IG, just look at my IG. And y'all can see like in the video, right? So 50 Cent is like coming out of a restaurant or whatever like that. He's on a date with this girl, Nikki Nicole, right? She's from Black Ink Crew Chicago, right? She was looking good or whatever like that. But 50, like the dude approaches 50, right? And I guess one of the, NFL Doom's friends was like, filming them or whatever like that. And they just happened to see 50 Cent, right? Because NFL Doom wasn't prepared to see 50 Cent. It's not like he's stalking 50 and just looking for the perfect time to like, run up on 50 and let him hear his music, right? So he runs up on 50 and he's like, yo, check out my Instagram, check out my Instagram. And 50, and this is the shit that I'm saying, right? So right here is where, does a rapper carry a gun? Does a rapper just get beat up randomly? Does a rapper have mad security like 6ix9ine? What do you do? Because everybody knows who 50 Cent is, right? So if 50 Cent goes into the airport, a restaurant, if he's just walking down the street, people know 50, right? But 50 don't know nobody, so he don't know if you running up on him because you mad at him for something. He don't know if you are running up on him because he fucked your girl, or he don't know if you want him to listen to music. Like, he doesn't know, right? So of course, 50 Cent's gonna be a little bit paranoid if some nigga is just trying to run up on him, one. And then two, if he sees another motherfucker in front of him filming. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, come on, right? They might try to do some Charlemagne shit to your ass or whatever the fuck, right? So bottom line is the dude was not trying to run up on 50 on some funny shit, but 50 did kind of feel like the dude was invading his personal space. And then also maybe 50 Cent's mind was in a different headspace because he's on a date with a female. He ain't really thinking about some, SoundCloud rapper trying to spit some bars or whatever, right? So the 50 Cent is like, what the hell? Like, you don't even have anything to play for me, right? And he was like, well, that's why I'm trying to tell you just to check out my Instagram, right? Let me show you my Instagram right now. And then 50 is like, you know what? It's not gonna work, right? And then at one point he goes, you gonna hit me? The dude, he's like, you gonna hit me? Like, damn, he was like, you know what? You can hit me, like, I don't care. I just want you to hear my Instagram, right? And then 50's like, whatever, man, I ain't gonna hit this nigga, right? And then he points at the camera. He's like, cause you got the camera there, right? He's like, this shit ain't gonna work because of the way that you approaching people. You don't have nothing to play. You don't have a way for me to hear you. You just want me to check out your Instagram. Like, that's bugged the fuck out, right? And then he was like, you know, the dude was actually trying to like listen to 50 Cent for like 2 seconds. Like, why is it not gonna work? Okay, you know, getting advice from 50 Cent. But I mean, it kind of did work because now this dude, NFL Doom, went viral. And now, shit, I'm talking about it. But it's just crazy, right? So NFL Doom actually on his Instagram, because I found his Instagram and everything, responded to 50 Cent.
Yo, 50, let me tell you something, man. I don't give a fuck how big you think you are, my nigga, like, you feel me? Size don't mean shit, you feel me? I'm from Irvington, New Jersey, my nigga, like, you feel me? Like, yeah, I grew up listening to your music, I salute you, you feel me? But when I approached you, I was like, yo, I want you to look at my Instagram. That was it. But you was getting gangster, my nigga, like, that shit don't fly over here, my G. Jar, and that bitch you was with, she thick as hell on set. Nick and Nicole, what's up, baby? I see you was looking at me smiling, what up, though? I should have snatched her away from you on set, because I don't think you know what to do with that.
Yo, he's like, I should have snatched her away from you. Like, you don't even know what to do with that, right? I guess, like, with this, like, he's just trying to save face and he don't want to look like a bitch. But, like, honestly, NFL Doom didn't look like no bitch at all to me. You know what I'm saying? All right, so there's a couple things that you need to know about NFL Doom, right? One, he's from New Jersey. Two, Fatboy SSE follows him on Instagram, so he must be some kind of lit for Fatboy to follow him. But Fatboy is from Jersey too. And then also, this nigga got 25,000 followers on Instagram, which is a lot for just like some random SoundCloud rapper. But, you know, I don't know how much, you know, followers he had yesterday before this whole shit happens. So who knows, right? It's just crazy, man. But how, if you had only one opportunity, right, to approach your favorite rapper and show them that you're talented too, you know, how would you approach him? Would you approach him like this? Do you think that NFL Doom was wrong? Let me know in the comments.
Who see fit to run a story about my loved one. You know, for a long time, TMZ and Harvey, y'all been profiting off of people's pain. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all been profiting off of people's pain. Alright? People die, people around them, the families who grieving. You know what I'm saying? Y'all putting information out there that really disrupts their grieving process. You understand? But see, for the most part, what we do is we look the other way.
Yo, all right, so T.I.'s sister, Precious, passed away a couple months ago, right? A couple months ago, I think it happened. Maybe like January or something like that. Like, I remember, and it's a tragedy, you know what I'm saying? And anybody who loses a close family member knows and understands the sensitivity that you need to have, right? But this was months and months ago. This was before Nipsey Hussle even passed away, right? And so that's fine. You know, I mean, it's not fine, but it is, you know, the circle of life. Some people pass away, your family deals with it, and, you know, life moves forward, right? And you, of course, you miss that person. But the situation is, you know, that a lot of people, when T.I.'s sister passed away, a lot of publications, and I think like even, you know, I did it like maybe on my Instagram, like, you know, my condolences goes out to T.I. and his family, right? I think I remember like The Source doing something like that. I know SOHH.com did something like that. Double XL definitely did. I know DJ Academics did, you know, whatever, right? So TMZ, they reported on it too, right? And this is my issue with TMZ. Like, TMZ will always highlight like the negative stuff that happens. Like, forget about what they do, because TMZ, they do report on everything, right? Not just hip hop. They report on pop culture, right? They're going to report on, you know, if a bombing happens at an Ariana Grande concert. They're going to report on if a naked man runs across the court at the, you know, game 4, you know, with the Raptors versus Golden State. Like, you know, they're gonna definitely, like, TMZ reports about everything, right? But as far as hip hop goes, they do kind of lean towards like the negative stuff or the drama or shit like that, right? So like TMZ will tell you every shootout that NBA YoungBoy got into, right? They will tell you anytime that, you know, T.I. is beefing with Kodak Black. Anytime Kodak Black gets arrested for having a gun, you know, TMZ talks about that shit, right? But they don't come back and talk about that time that, you know, Jaden Smith brought Will Smith out on stage at Coachella. You know, they won't talk about the time that Nicki Minaj paid for somebody's college tuition or something like that. They will talk about Cardi B throwing a shoe at Nicki Minaj at some gala though. You know what I'm saying? So they always talk about drama, right? And this is kind of like my gripe that I have with TMZ. Now, I get it, right? Like TMZ, you have to report the news, right? And I'm not trying to be critical of somebody that's reporting the news because, hello, that's the pot calling the kettle black. I mean, I report the news, right? But you gotta report the news from every angle, not just the negative stuff, right? And that's what TMZ does. So, you know, a medical examiner's report came out yesterday, and it showed like the reason why T.I.'s sister passed away, and TMZ reported on it. Very insensitive, you know, breaking down all the information, and this is why she passed away, and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's something that we ain't really need to know, or we ain't really need to hear, right? Like, T.I.'s family knows why Precious passed away, right? But why does the general public need to know? Why does Jonny Fastlane need to know why T.I.'s sister passed away, right? That's something that's private family business, right? Well, TMZ, they misstepped, and they didn't think that it was private family business, right? Because they like to go above and beyond. I mean, these are the type of motherfuckers that'll pay, you know, the police for police reports and shit like that when nobody else has it. Like, TMZ, they kind of grimy a little bit, right? But anyway, so T.I. got highly upset at TMZ.
You understand what I'm saying? Don't cut that shit on your TV. Don't go online. If you follow them, unfollow them. Man, you are not bigger than the movement, Mr. Harvey. You are not bigger than the movement. You got shit that you don't want motherfuckers to know, and I'm gonna find out. But guess what? I still ain't gonna tell it, because I ain't that type of nigga. But just know, man, all y'all, every last one of y'all got shit within your family that you don't want nobody speaking on. You understand?
I mean, T.I. is talking straight facts, right? He's like, y'all, everybody got some shit in their family that they don't want nobody speaking on. I mean, this is private business, right? And the same shit with T.I. Like, he has some stuff in his family that he doesn't want anybody speaking on, right? And then he went on to talk about how, because this fucking video that T.I. put out was like 10 minutes long, right? So I'm just showing y'all like two little clips, right? But he went on to talk about how, okay, fine. If you talk about me, that's cool. You know, I can eat that. I could bite the bullet. You know what I'm saying? I'll go cry in my bag of money. And he's like, and basically, even though that's why sometimes y'all, TMZ, report on, you know, celebrities, myself included, and, you know, you talk about some bullshit sometimes, but we let it slide because we know that y'all just doing your job and we're in a public eye and we're public figures. So we're gonna be talked about, right? And T.I. was like, at the end of the day, I could go cry in my bag of money, right? But he's like, for my sister, and this is T.I.'s sister, so I understand why he's defending his sister, right? He's like, for my sister, she ain't famous. You know, the people that are around T.I.'s family, they're not famous. You know, T.I.'s famous. You know, his kids are a little bit famous and his girl is famous, right? But all those other people in T.I.'s family are not. So for you to like talk about them, TMZ, or pick on them or whatever the case may be, it's kind of, you know, distasteful and it's dead ass wrong, you know, because now you're attacking regular ass, you know, folks, regular 9-to-5 people, right? And TMZ saw the video that T.I. put out, and they actually apologized. Posting T.I.'s sister's cause of death was inappropriate and wrong, right? Earlier Thursday, we posted a story about T.I.'s sister, Precious Harris Chapman, and reported the medical examiner's official finding on her cause of death. We were wrong to do it, they said. Then they went on to like basically talk about like all her accomplishments during her life, how, you know, she is remembered, her legacy, her children, T.I. You know, they basically is a huge, like beautifully written memorial to Precious now, right? So after like going in and being super distasteful, they come back, they apologize, and the rest of the story is just like all her achievements and everything that she's done for not only her family but her community, right? And then the very last line says, "We got this wrong and we regret posting the medical examiner's findings." You know, so they apologize to T.I., they apologize to the family. Obviously, they don't want to burn that bridge with T.I. because they had a good rapport with T.I. and his whole family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never seen T.I. beefing with like TMZ or somebody like that. But if T.I. were to ever say, you know what, I wash my hands of TMZ, or it would be in this situation. And I can clearly see why T.I. is upset. And I honestly don't think that he's going to accept the apology, but we will see. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.
Michael Jordan, your ass wrong for them motherfucking shoes. You coming out the same motherfucking shoes. Damn, bro. The fuck wrong with you? Nigga put a 45 on the back of them hoes. Think them hoes supposed to be different. Man, them the motherfucking same shoe. Do something about this shit.
Yo, Blocboy JB is funny, right? Because, yo, he's funny and he's talking straight facts, but I don't know if he just like fucking figured this out yesterday or what, because that's what Jordan does, right? Like, I remember like me being like in junior high school and these Jordans came out and I was like, yo, these shits is fire, man. I think they was like the 12s or something or whatever the case may be. And then they came back out again, right? When I was in high school. Like, I'm trying to figure out like, why does Michael Jordan keep re-releasing sneakers? It's like he's juxing people, right? He'll switch up the colors. He'll use like the same 5 different colors and just basically keep on rotating the shits, right? But has there ever been another basketball player that anybody can ever say is better than Michael Jordan ever in the history of basketball? Because I think this has something to do with it, right? Because if Michael Jordan is going to go down in the Hall of Fame as the best basketball player ever, right? Then anybody who likes the sport of basketball is going to acknowledge that he's the king. Therefore, no matter how long Jordan's been retired, he could still come out with new sneakers and people will still buy them and wear them because this is the GOAT sneakers, right? And so, you know, in 2011 you might come out with the black and white Concords, the 11s, and then in 2017 you might come out with the same shits. Why not? And because sometimes a person might be like 8 years old when the Jordans come out, and then they don't get it and they don't care about having cool sneakers, and then 8 years later when they're 16 they do care about having dope ass sneakers, you know what I'm saying, and then they want it, you know what I'm saying. But yes, Jordan is playing all of us by constantly just changing up the colors and keep on re-releasing the same thing. It's actually pretty crazy. And the funny shit is, man, that Jordan is not even really down with hip-hop. He's not even really down with the culture. Yet here we go, continuing to spend our money on this nigga. Jordan is like a Kanye West times 1,000, which is insane. But anyway, hey, he making money, so let me know what y'all think about this and everything else in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell and follow me at Jonny Fastlane. That's JONNY Fastlane on Instagram and Twitter. And y'all already know what to do. Peace.